Hey guys, Ephenix here, and this one is a direct response to the gamers who always say that I never make a response to General MLD. They always cry about that. Why? Listen, I'm going to do it right now. I'm definitely is. He made 3 videos recently, right? So I'm going to do a response to all 3 of his videos, and some points that he did come across. Now, one point, Killzone 3. He said that Killzone 3, he said Killzone 3 looked as good as Killzone 2. And he's right, it did. But what you guys did not hear, of course, you guys selective hearing, of course, is that he's also said that Killzone 2 looked fantastic. He did say that. He praised Killzone 2. You guys didn't hear that though, but he praised Killzone 2. But he said that Killzone 3 looks like Killzone 2. And he's right. It did. Except with a jetpack. It did. What else do you want me to say? And to make it worse, Halo Reach, I mean, what do you want to say? Halo Reach had it in the beta. He was right. Section 8 had it, and the game's been released for a bit now. So, I mean, what do you want me to say? He's right. And Infinite Retro is right. He also said that now, while I will disagree with what he said about 3D TVs, because I'm a 3D fan, okay? I'm a 3D fan. I'm a 3D fan. Say, look. Black 101 wings. Anyway, I'm a 3D fan. So, I love 3D movies. I'm a big fan of those things. So, for Sony to come out, it's about that they're doing 3D movies and whatnot is fantastic. It doesn't make any reference to me because I have a media center here that with a blink of an eye I can modify it to 3D. You know how I do it? By finding a 3D file. If I don't have 3D file, it will have a Blu-ray in it, a Blu-ray player. So I'll be able to play my Blu-ray movies, 3D Blu-ray movies, through my media center, which by the way is a PC located out there. It's fantastic. When it's finished, I'll show you guys. But anyway, you guys are gonna love it too. It's really awesome. But basically, he mentioned the release date. The release date for Connect and Move, and I disagree with him with that. But only because I disagree with him because I don't believe that the Move is going to move any consoles. I don't believe that it's going to really sell any consoles. I really don't, and I'll tell you why. I honestly don't believe that because I've spoken to a lot of casual gamers, and I'll tell you their response. The response when I talk about the Move, I tell you how the Move works and whatnot, their normal responses are, well, why do I need that? Doesn't that do the exact same thing as the Wii? Or they'll say something like that, or are you sure you're not talking about the Wii? And I'm like, no, PlayStation 3 is coming out with a thing called PlayStation Move, and it allows you to actually be able to move it. Well, that sounds like the Wii. Well, yeah, essentially, it's a bit of a more advanced technology than the Wii, but yeah, So the exact same thing, well, how much is it? I tell them the price. Okay, so it only cost me, then yeah, so it's about the same price as a Wii. Then I come back with them, no honey, I'm not talking about the price of the console, I'm talking about the price of the remote. Okay, well wait a minute, so how much does the whole thing cost? I said, well, it costs $399. Then she replies with simply like this, as usual. Well hell, why do I need to do that? I can just get a Wii for $199. And I said, and then they always respond with this, it has Mario. Which is exactly the same thing I was saying before. It's not about the hardware. It's about the software. And they always say it has Mario. That's how you know I'm like being real with you right now, because they always say for anyone who has a female in their life, they know that when they actually talk about Mario, they always say Mario. Like when they talk Mario, they're talking about the entire collection of Mario Brothers, Mario 3, Mario World. They just say Mario, and that's exactly what it always is. They don't have Mario, so why should I get this console? Then I tell them about Connect, and I tell them how their control, they don't have to, do anything. They, their body is the controller. They don't understand it at first. Then I go a little deeper into it. I say basically, you raise your arm, the game raises arm. You raise your arm, it goes your arm. And then they say, oh, that actually does sound interesting. I kind of explain to them just like that. Oh, it raises arm. This is what you do. Your full body is the controller. So, for example, and I give an example, if you're on a river, and I use a river rapid one, and you're doing that, and the water's coming down, and you see a rock, you jump like in real life. Also you get to interact with creatures by reaching your hands out or jump like that, and they're interested. Why? Because it's more natural. For them to go like this, so to speak, natural. You get the idea, but. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just going by what casual gamers are telling me. God forbid, I hate to say this, but, me being connected, a lot of females, knowing a lot of females, it kind of does help. So, one day I'll actually do a video on it, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm referring to. So let me continue on. But anyway, like I said before, with Connect, they're interested. With Move, they're not interested. They're not. Seriously, they're not interested. They're like, well, why bother? The Wii does that. With Connect, they're like, well, how does that work? Really? Really? Um, Basically, he continued on and called me a console hugger. I was kind of like, okay. Yes, I kind of laughed at that. But then he mentioned, why don't we talk about this to PlayStation 3 fanboys? And I responded with, well, I guess he wasn't talking about me. He said that Sony outnumbers Nintendo and 360 fanboys. They do. It's, like I said before, it's the most popular thing in this world now to go ahead and hate Microsoft and hate Nintendo, but extra hate Microsoft. It's popular these days. So like I said, everyone wants to be like everyone else. Basically, no individuality, which is exactly what we've been saying about the PlayStation 3 community for a while now. You're nothing but drones. Resistance is futile. Um, he also said that he doesn't have to convince anyone. And he's right. That's something else I've been saying for a while now. If you honestly believe that your system was way better than the actual other systems, then you wouldn't need to convince anyone of anything. I don't sit there and convince you of anything. I know my PC will kick your ass. I don't need to. I might go ahead and educate you in terms of like, well, actually PC does this, that, and but that's about it. Even when I stopped talking about the PC, I'm talking about the Xbox 360, it's the same thing. I'm not convincing you that it's better than PlayStation 3. Why? The numbers speak for themselves, Let's continue on. He said the gap stops here. I've been saying that too. You're not going to, you're going to see like a huge spike in Xbox 360 sales coming very soon, especially during Christmas. You're going to see a huge spike now, but for Christmas, you're going to see even bigger spike. And kind of make it bad, though, it seems like you guys are actually going to start getting the prices of, like, I bought my Xbox 360 for extremely cheap. I bought my Xbox 360 actually for $150. Mind you, that's a brand new Xbox 360 with a 20 gig hard drive. I bought that for $50. You guys are about to get my deal now, so yay. Hopefully I'm going to go to my my lead, and hopefully he'll have like the Xbox 360 they're selling now for $299. Hopefully he'll be selling it for like $250 or $199, and I'll buy it from him. So we'll see how that works out. I'll call him later on tonight and see what's going on. Anyway, he talked about a price cut for the 360, speaking of which, and yeah, he said sales will rise with that. He's right. I mean, what do you want me to say? Sales will rise. You're getting it for $150. Hell, let me tell you something. I'll go back to the story I said before. I bought my Xbox 360 for $150. When I found out that that's what the case, $150 for a controller and for a actual, I jumped at the chance. I was like, boing, bam, zoom. I got my Xbox 360 quick as hell. $150, and it came with a hard drive. So what you want me to tell you? I know, because I lived it. What else? He talking about, last but not least, he talking about, I kind of have to stop here, the 3 phases, and what he's predicting is that they're going to be releasing other 360 screws, instead of just the 251, he's going to be releasing, like, they're going to be releasing like 60 gig ones, 120 20 gig ones, and maybe even arcade model maybe arcade model ones. His logic is on point. That does seem like a good idea. It is possible that they will do that. I mean, I don't know. I can't really respond to that. It is possible that that is indeed what they will actually do. I mean, he was going off, so, and anyway, what do you want me to say, guys? He's right. He is on point on his entire 3 videos. If I missed something, go ahead. Put it down in the comment section. I will be happy to respond to it and tell you my honest opinion. But for now, for everything that I picked up from those between 3 videos, guys, I had to break it to you, but he is on point.